Hello everybody, this is Man vs Pixels. I'm back with the next episode of my 2022 Game Diary, a weekly series where I live stream my first play of a game on Monday, and then after playing it for a week, upload a final report on Sunday. This is the final report on Sigma Theory Global Cold War, so let's get into it. Before playing this, I thought it was a cyberpunk game. It isn't. I don't know why I thought that. It doesn't say it anywhere in the game's publicity. I think I'm just conditioned to thinking anything with technology and hacking must be cyberpunk. But what this is a modern Cold War spy management turn-based strategy. As the director of your country's intelligence agency, you're tasked with recruiting and deploying a team of spies across the globe as the world approaches the technological singularity. The presentation is quite simple, as you'd expect from a low-budget indie release. It's all static images and text, but it's done in a clear and pleasing style. If you watch the live stream, you'll see me picking my agents for the first game. I didn't really know what stats and traits were going to be important, so I kind of just went for balanced stats. So that turned out to be a mistake. It's far better to have one high stat than two average ones, and focus using that agent for the things that stat's best for. And I didn't really pay much attention to the traits in the first game either. Once recruited, you send your agents out into the world, trying to navigate your country's path through the emergence of this new Sigma technology that all the world is racing to develop. The priority seems to be locating and identifying other countries' scientists and persuading them to work for you. Some agents will be better at certain methods than others, so you should try and identify the best approach and use the most suitable agent. You can also cooperate with other countries, as well as various criminal and corporate organisations, but I was never really sure which was the best, sharing the technology or keeping it to yourself. Keeping your own government happy also seemed to be quite important. My superiors lost confidence in me at one stage and withdrew access to my combat and surveillance drones. And I'm guessing if you got to absolute rock bottom confidence with them that you'd get fired or worse. You also have a spouse who will pop up from time to time. They seem to be in the spy game too, but I was never quite sure whether they were working with or against me. My thinking was happy wife, happy life, and I tried to keep her sweet, but I have a feeling that might have led to the end of the world. As you'll see from the live stream, my first game ended badly. The doomsday clock hit midnight, triggering global Armageddon, and I received a final rating of National Traitor. The game's mechanics are fairly simple, but still take a little bit of tactics and planning. It's not a grand strategy, but it does require some thought. I think most of what goes on are simply dice rolls under the hood. There seemed to be a bit of predetermined repetition too, certain choices always working or failing with certain characters. Events popped up to thwart my efforts as I played, and it was hard for me to tell what consequences my decisions were having, whether these events were the results of things I'd done or simply random. There's an extraction mini-game if you choose to abduct another country's scientists. I found out the hard way that proper planning and preparation are key for these to go well. You also unlock agents as you play that you can recruit in your next game, giving it a little bit of a roguelike quality. I played through 3 times in total. Each time ended the same way: Doomsday and National Traitor. Even though each time I had more success, recruiting more scientists and gaining more technology, keeping my government's approval high, there always seemed to be things happening beyond my control. Another country always started to charge ahead. Things were going well and then deteriorated rapidly, causing the doomsday clock to suddenly make great ticks forward. Judging from the endgame scoreboard, you can definitely finish without setting off the doomsday, but I didn't manage it. I'm not sure what I was doing wrong. To be honest, I'm not really sure what the win conditions are, or apart from the doomsday, what other lose conditions exist. I didn't look into any guides on tips and tricks or deeper strategies and ways to play. There could be more depth to it than I uncovered in the time I played, or it could be that there's a surefire strategy that beats the game every time that I didn't find. In conclusion, Sigma Theory is a decent game, but not one I'll be getting into. Some of the Steam reviewers have 30 plus, even up to 90 hours played, so definitely got a following of armchair spy masters. I'm not going to become one of them, but it's good to see a solid indie game do well. If you like the look of it, I'd recommend buying it when it's on sale. So that's been my final report on Sigma Theory Global Cold War. Have you played it? What mistakes was I making? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, and tune in every Monday for the live stream and Sunday for the final report as I continue my 2022 game diary. I've been Man vs Pixels. Thanks for watching.